Okay, so we basically went in a circle. Alright, see, there's one of those. Well, that's not the huge one I was talking about, but he's a pain too. I like to use ice on him. Push triangle button, and Spyro uses that tail move. Now, that and this move, those are good moves for times when you're surrounded. So if you want to get an enemy off your back, just use those moves. Both used by the triangle buttons. Oh wait, what am I doing? Apart from them, I usually find the most use out of ice and fire. Earth and electricity, I don't use much. Okay, is this it? No, it's not. Oh, these things. Okay, you can kill these guys the old-fashioned way, but I don't recommend it. Lift them up in the air, do this, and keep doing it until that happens. Well, I guess their health bars are incredibly low, so you only have to do it once. But you have to use that head bash move. Well, they don't call it head bash, but yeah, use this move. You have to double jump and push the circle button. Okay, here's that snail thing I was talking about earlier. I hate this guy. It took me a while to figure out how to kill him. You basically have to stun him first. When the thing's in a shell, attack the rider. If you don't attack the rider, you're not going to do any damage at all. Come on, get back in there. Yeah, I mean, take a lot of damage.
How's that?
But at least there's red gems. And what's next? See, I don't even remember what's next. I'm trying to remember where that stupid relic is. Ugh, these things. Hate these things. Yeah, a lot of the enemies in here I hate. Yeah, I recommend stopping time when you kill them because they're incredibly fast. There's some blue gems. Oh, and especially because your health and spirit bars would be really short, I especially recommend breaking as many of these as possible, especially during your first run, because you're not going to have much to fight with. Okay, I think this is where it is. Turn around, and yep. There. That's the last relic. Well, the last relic I needed anyway. Man, I love that move. Unfortunately, it's one of those moves that eats up a lot of your spirit power, so use it sparingly. Wait, I killed him, didn't I? Yeah, I know it's blatantly obvious. You should get all the blue gems, especially since you won't be able to upgrade everything in just one play. But I'm only saying this now because it's going to get really hard later, and you're probably not going to want to go for them. Trust me, go for them. It's worth it. Dead! Okay, just like those other guys, I like to use ice on them. Now, I'm just using the triangle button. The square button basically does the same exact thing it did in the first game, but they also have you create platforms with them when you can't move on. So I thought that was a pretty nice add-on. Nice new thing they had to the game. And of course, they still turn the smaller enemies into snowballs, which I still don't like because it makes it hard to defeat them. All you can do is push them around. I mean, literally push them around. And I do like that gimmick there. Well, it's not really a gimmick, but I do like how the gems are just one color. But it would be nice if it gave you other stuff, like the purple ones. I think training is the only place you'll find purple gems. I'm not really sure on that. I don't really remember, but I guess we'll see. Oh, and there's something else they added about these gems that I did like, and that was the fact that they sometimes remain, so you can hit them as long as you want and they won't be completely destroyed. Or some of the ones that do get destroyed, they come back and you can break them continuously again and again. But unfortunately that unfortunately that doesn't always happen, so you'll still want to be careful. Yeah, they can freeze you, so use fire to get out of it. Stupid things. Yeah, with these things, they're pretty much easy enough to defeat when there's one, but when there's two, you'll want to stop time. Try. Wait, not yet, not yet. It's just my timing is terrible. Only when I record. Well, if there's gonna be more, I can do better next time. Yeah, they shoot ice at you, and that's really annoying when they're actually far away, because they can shoot you from a distance. So that is an especially good time to stop time. Okay, is this the area where I have to... No. There's going to be an area where I have to jump on some platforms below the bridge. Give me your gems. Man, all that... all those guts and stuff that shoot out when you kill them. It's like, oh, in case you needed more proof that these are gigantic insects. Do I need to do this? I think this just leads to a quill, right? No, doesn't. Okay, this is probably the area where the dragon relic was. So I already showed you where the green one is. This is probably the area where the red one would be. Now here's an example of what I mentioned earlier. See, they shoot you from a distance. So you want to stop time. It's me. Now, there's actually enemies like this where you have to use that head bash move to kill them, but they're 10 times worse. Because they're much faster. And I hate when there's multiple enemies around. I mean, with some of them, you can just, like, you know, go for the throat. But with enemies where you have to be, like, strategic, and then they throw other enemies in your path, that's really annoying. Well, the toadweed is basically like the frogweed, so they're not really hard. But they seem to like the idea of throwing more enemies at you. So we're going to be seeing that a lot. Ah, get back here. Yeah, as you can tell, this is taking a while. It's just like the first game. Each area takes like around, say, 30 to 40 minutes. And unlike the first game, the areas don't center around the they don't center around the elements anymore, and yet at the same time they do, or at least some of them do. Because I think it seems like the Chronicler reawakens the elements just before a time where they will be especially useful. So that's kind of like the first game. And they also have an area where they do have one area where it's literally based around all of the elements. Like, you will literally need the elements. And that's basically the main thing, because there'll be separate rooms like that with the element posted around. I thought that was pretty cool. The thing is, it's so hard! Why is it so hard? Now, if you get lucky enough, you can actually knock enemies into a pit or something. And you won't even have to bother doing the combo. I don't really need to do that now. This part isn't too hard, but... yeah, you'll probably want to take advantage of that. Yeah, see, they turn into snowballs. Now, before I upgraded everything, this part used to be so hard for me. I actually had to use Fury to get out of it.